Did WWE just make one of the dumbest roster decisions of the Triple H era? Zillafod 2, he's here in WWE. How was his first official night on NXT? We got all that and so much more tonight in a brand new episode of Off the Mat, your new wrestling obsession. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm your host, Matt, and as always with me, I've got the dirtiest player in the game, the man who's got his ears to the dirt sheet. If you see your name coming out his mouth, you're probably in the wrestling game. We got Dirty Dom Tober, and back from his year-long hiatus, we've got the old man with a plan, Mr. Sticks Boy 73. Gentlemen,
glad to be back.
How are we
glad
doing
to be back.
tonight? Sticks, welcome back.
Welcome back, Sticks. You finally came out of cocoon. You were
I am a beautiful butterfly.
There you go.
You flowered into a beautiful.
You blossomed.
Yeah.
You
blossomed into a beautiful young woman. We have Sticks Boy 73.
Instead of sexiness, you got sticksiness.
Oh, bring
I'll take
Sticksy
it.
back.
I'll take it. No, glad to be back. I missed you guys and been watching right along, but
I know you were
summer work took over, and I had to go on a hiatus for a little bit.
I can honestly say you were funny in the comments, man. You better be that funny again.
I'll try to keep
a lot of effort in the comments.
Don't put so much stress on Sticks, all right?
I know, I'm just saying.
That's a lot of stress to put on this young man.
Yeah, so
I'm still trying to keep my hamsters alive to keep my internet
his
going.
Knees might give out with how much
you don't want
stress
that
you're
happening.
putting on him.
Yeah, so I had an interesting week last week.
Oh yeah,
I talked about hanging out with. I hit puberty. I finally did that one hair. Well, I hung out with James Murray, who was the announcer, in China, and his buddy came in. Sam came in from China, and we hung out, and freaking 12 damn bourbons I went through, man. Freaking, I drank a lot, man. Hell yeah. No, but Sam. So he goes by the name of Big Sam, and he's a wrestling after ego, and really cool guy.
Go by Salami Sam. He's missing out.
Yeah, so he's got a little gig going on there in China, in the wrestling world. So we'll have to plug him later in the either in the comments or plug it in the underneath in the show, so we can so people can check out his YouTube video. He's got a YouTube channel, and also he's all over the social media. So cool guy.
Yeah, so, cool. Good that you get to hang out.
I'm making friends all over the place, which is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, how was it hanging out with James Murray?
He was good. No, it was cool. No, we talked about a bunch of things. He was happy. He was just talking about. We talked about the book a little bit. We talked talked about it like a bunch of little things about wrestling. Sam actually is up to date on all the wrestling business going on. We're talking about the world of wrestling and what he thought about the bloodline and what he thought about the vision and all stuff like that and going on. And it's pretty cool. It's like, damn, like all of a sudden you got a wrestling show going on, and I got freaking Zov, I can't freaking Nick Namath, Dolph Ziggler, fucking running by me at work, running by me at work,
and like the fucking jabroni you are, you're like Dolph.
Oh, he had his earphones in, so he couldn't hear me, man.
Nick. You got Dolph.
No, Dolph. He's like, who's this moron?
Yeah, personally ignoring you. He's like, this guy doesn't even know that I go by Nick Namath now, so I'm not even going to give him the time of day to pay attention to him.
Hey, listen, don't worry about it. He'll pay a lot of money to get back into the WWE if he had to.
And what are you doing, channeling your inner Eric there with the ice all shaking around in your cup?
Yo, what's up with Eric coming here?
You got to come in here and eat. He's got to eat and get his protein snacks in. And
that's the only thing I could hear. I mean, listen, Eric's great, but you gotta put the chips away and get out this.
That's why he probably doesn't come on, video, so we can't really see. He keeps it so we can eat as he's freaking talking.
Probably he's got to get covered in sauce before he can come on.
Sauce, you know what I'm saying? The meatball parmesan, hey,
You know, got that rack of ribs.
the ragu.
All right. Well, that's enough of talking about personal stuff. Let's get into talking about some professional wrestling, because what a week it was in professional wrestling. Is WWE finally rebounding? Are we finally getting some good shows here?
Hey,
seems like it. Right. The NXT roster and the men's side has exploded. SmackDown's actually entertaining. Mm-hmm. Raw this week gave us an entertaining segment with the Bloodline.
But it's actually a regurgitated story from 3 years ago with Sami Zayn. The same kind of with Kevin Owens. You know, the type of thing. You just had LA Knight and you had Solo instead of Sami Zayn and Todd. If you were to look at it, let's put it this way.
It makes it up.
Roman Reigns went full heel on friggin' Monday night. So
did he though?
I think so. I really think so. Come on, with Solo?
You sure about that?
I don't know. He kind of like went heel. You know, he's an egotistical maniac, man.
He didn't do anything to Solo. He just sat there and taunted him. He had Jacob. And that was the swerve. That was the good swerve, because the whole time you're sitting here going, you're watching Jacob. You're watching Jacob's face. When he gives the Usos those black Ulafalas to be the generals, you're watching his face. And you're like, Jacob's going to snap. Jacob's going to attack him. Jacob's going to do... He just stood there. He didn't do anything. The only person he attacked was Solo. Roman never put his hands on Solo.
Yeah, he told me, I know. Yeah, but...
But my question was, why is he getting upset about that? Because he already got his own Ulafala. He doesn't wear it half the time.
But
that doesn't.
But he's the one calling the shot. He's the one running the play. He's the one doing the dirty work. He's the one that's carrying everything out. And the Usos are just sitting back here going trying to take all the glory.
And Solo Knights are coming. You gotta have that tag team. Pew pew. LA Knight. I
still am sticking with LA Knight's going to help, or Solo Sikoa is going to help LA Knight beat Roman Reigns.
You know what? All kidding aside, I was reading something, and it might go that way. And what we talked about a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, whatever, about the whole Money in the Bank and stuff like that, it might go that way. You know, there could be a swerve. Look, you know, the Usos are playing second fiddle now. They're freaking goofing around and being freaking jobbers and just freaking doing their biddings for Roman.
At times, yeah.
At times, but, you know, Jacob Fatu, he's gonna break out. I think Jacob Fatu actually could team up with LA Knight and Solo.
Anytime soon.
No, I'm just saying down the road. You know, that could be a possibility, or it could be a swerve and a half. We don't know how things turn out, but. People are loving the babyface Solo. You know, he's funny. You know, he's
been good.
The crowd's backing him, and there's been a good upswing. They have a shirt coming out, pew pew, and that's going to be a #1 seller.
Oh, apparently his merch is already flying off merch. It's already #1 on WWE Shop. People are all about old Solo Sikoa right now,
dude. Actually, and. Where's Danhausen again? Danhausen wasn't on this week's show either.
He's been doing a lot of segments in the commercial time.
Yeah, in the commercials. So you know what? I think it's a good thing that they keep him up. You know,
I think they feel like maybe they were overutilizing him or overusing him when people turned on him for the Joe Hendry segment. Because again, you didn't see any Joe Hendry on Monday Night Raw.
Nope, you didn't see Joe Hendry either. So they have to. I think they have to repackage Joe Hendry because. You know, they really tried hard to get him. They got him, and
jobbered the shit out of him,
man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, unfortunate.
Yeah, so pretty good shows around the whole board last week. You know, I don't know. Maybe we'll get some quality stuff. You know, and it was interesting. The luchador matches have been phenomenal.
I disagree, man. Those were kind of the slowest part of Raw.
Really?
For me, this whole Roman Reigns tournament thing is is really boring, dude. I felt like the lucha matches on Raw, just because the WWE lucha style is so slow compared to what they're used to.
No,
It didn't really feel like it. Like, who cares about Dr. Wagner Jr. and, you know, you got the Gold Power Ranger out there wrestling Ray Phoenix, and it was like, I don't know. To me, it wasn't a selling point for Monday Night Raw.
Listen, we're gonna go into the Roman Reigns tournament, right into the John Cena freaking goddamn tournament, because John Cena's tournament is coming soon too. You know, so that's
December, I think I heard.
Yeah, December.
But so far, I think, I mean, if it wasn't for the Bloodline stuff Monday night with Solo, Raw would have been a dud. And I feel like that segment really saved Monday Night Raw. Like, where the hell's Seth Rollins been?
He took some time off. He was supposed to be. They advertised him 2 weeks in a row that he was coming out to do promos. So maybe he's taking some time off to come back, and maybe we'll get him back SummerSlam. Maybe they'll have a moment where he comes out. He helps LA Knight. They defeat. Look, maybe they do defeat freaking Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns, I think he's going to take some time off again to come back, but I think he's going to win the belt again. That's the whole thing. Give Solo a pride. I think it's ready. Solo is ready to. Not Solo. LA Knight's ready to win that belt, and take some time off. You know, he stays home. Becky Lynch came back. Now he stays home with the baby, and he watches the kid for a little bit, and then comes back Survivor Series. Because
He's not going to have a very long run if LA Knight wins the belt.
No, but just to give it to him so the fans can be happy. You know, have it for a couple of things. Maybe have it to Royal Rumble, and he loses at Royal Rumble. But
he's not going to have it till Royal Rumble.
Listen, I really don't. I actually really think that Solo and freaking goddamn
Survivor Series, maybe.
If he's
tag team champions more in their future.
If he doesn't lose it, if he wins it at Money in the Bank and then doesn't lose it in the same night, then they're going to take it off of him by Royal Rumble or by Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
But I really see him 100%. And Solo becoming tag team champions. That's more likely of a scenario down the road. If they stick together, if they don't have any more swerves that you get pissed off.
Well, at some point, what's his name? The Dawkins and them they'll be back because
they both had kids. They both
had their kids. Their parental time off should be coming up pretty soon.
Oh yeah. So we'll see.
But with the good, we have the bad too, and there's some pretty hardcore botches this week in professional wrestling.
Oh yeah. You saw what's his name? Forget AEW.
Smart Mark Sterling basically paralyzing himself.
He fell his head.
And he did it all on his own.
Yeah.
Because he took a forearm to the face and he went to do a simple fall off the apron spot, but he couldn't do it simple. He had to land on his damn neck.
He fucking hurt. He landed. That was like an ouch moment. Like, damn. I bet he talked about it with Matt and friggin' Brian on.
He posted a picture of himself in a hospital, but with a neck brace on. So
he probably, maybe he got.
I don't know what the extent of that damage
that
he did, but
like a twitch in the neck. Like he might have tweaked his neck doing that shit the way he landed.
I don't know. And then you had Solo Sikoa, Zilla Fatu showing up for NXT to cut his first promo, and where he meant to say Nepo.
He says
Nympho.
Yeah, you were all laughing, but you know what?
I ain't no nympho baby.
Listen, if nympho baby, that means that there are a whole bunch of kids out there by the Samoan. So he'd probably say nympho, like his father or whatever, all the kids that they had is a nymphomaniac. He probably was trying to say nympho, but he said nympho. That was funny. I was laughing at that. I was like, and the crowd was laughing too.
And he comes out to do his best rock impression.
Came out, yep.
But
like a nympho. And Jesus, that's crazy.
What's up, Eric? Can't hear you, Eric.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I had myself muted.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Eric?
What's up?
All right. Well, that being said, what?
I know, so the 60 boy is back.
Well, that being said, let's get into our top row takes. If you're new to the show, top row takes is where we put 2 minutes on the clock. We take the 5 hottest news stories in professional wrestling today, and we touch on them. And usually Dom takes up all those 2 minutes.
Hey,
So we have to make it a little bit longer, but we try to keep it in 2 minutes. Leading the charge this week, we got Ilja Dragunov. Did WWE just make a massive mistake by Ilja Dragunov, letting him walk away? 2 minutes on the clock. Thoughts of Ilja Dragunov? Go.
100%. 100%. They dropped the ball on this guy. How do you let a guy who definitely was a workhorse for you for the last year and a half? He was in NXT, wasn't he? Yeah, maybe.
Yes, he was.
He was in NXT,
Yeah.
then he had a lengthy injury to the knee, and then he came back, was United States champion, had some good matches for United States champion Open Challenge, and then the last time he was seen on WWE TV was Brock Lesnar no-selling his chops in the Royal Rumble.
Yep, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
Yeah, it boggles my mind who they keep and who they let go and who they want to hire and who they don't.
Where do we see him ending
sense.
up? Do we see him going to AEW? Do we see him going to New Japan, TNA? Where do you think Ilja Dragunov ends up? Because let's be honest, if it's AEW, he's going to go there, probably be put in the Don Callis family, never utilized, and have no storyline for him, but he'll just show up in TV as a background character.
I'd like to see him in TNA, personally. That's where I'd like to see him.
So the Ricky Starks method. Got it. I saw Tommaso Ciampa put out an Instagram of him receiving Ilja Dragunov's chops. So maybe he's trying to persuade him to join him to AEW.
Sure.
It would be more of his best fit, but also same with NJPW.
Yeah, but how many people go in AEW for? They're apparently going after Bailey. They've got the New Day. They just got the Motor City Machine Guns. Brought them back. Been like, hey, we're back. Haven't you seen them since? They're not there. They've got a bunch of other contracts up. WWE has a bunch of contracts coming up with, like I said, Bailey. I don't know. Personally, hot take here. I'm okay with this because I really didn't like Ilja Dragunov. I don't see. I mean, but outside of like the one good match that he had with Gunther that we never got a rematch, what the allure of Ilja Dragunov was? The Mad Dragon. I just wasn't a fan of his style. I wasn't a fan of his presentation.
He's just intensely personified. That's it.
Really, outside of Gunther, what was left for it? What was there for him?
I mean, he did have some decent matches with Carmelo. You can't argue that.
Well,
yeah, look, he was a workhorse. He definitely was one of the hard pound-to-pound hitters in the game. Very aggressive, and there was a lot of wrestlers that didn't want to fight him. A lot of wrestlers didn't want to fight him because how aggressive he comes out and stuff like that. But he did get a good backing. The crowd liked him. The fans liked him. It's just, hey, look, I understand you got to have cuts along the way in your roster because you have too many people. Because look how many people they signed that are coming in, and people have to go out. I'm sad when people that the opportunity is there that they not utilize the way they're supposed to be, and then they make them walk. Hopefully
they didn't. Let's be honest. They didn't make him walk. They were in negotiations with him for the last 3 months. He's choosing to leave WWE
because they probably given half of what he was getting.
No, I think they don't have any creative direction for him. I think they
that's
probably told him we don't have anything for you, just like they're doing with Jordan Grace. It's like Julia, poor Julia is going to go face Blake Monroe and her first Raw or her first SmackDown
tomorrow
match.
But I hope he does land someplace where they utilize him. He gets some screen time. He gets some. AEW, he probably won't get the other screen time. He'll get the screen time, but won't get the action that you want to see. TNA, they let a lot of people go. A lot of people walked. So it'd be nice to see somebody want to go to TNA. It's not, but the excitement.
Send him back down to NXT. God knows they need him.
Exactly. But it's sad, and just hopefully he does sign with a freaking a wrestling organization that actually will utilize him for who he is and what he brings to the table.
He could join MLW.
Sure. Yeah.
Join Jack.
He could.
Like I said, I just didn't see the allure. That's not that he's a bad professional wrestler and that he's not good. I just think WWE didn't package him well. They didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I always saw like a bum that you suspected of sniffing or huffing paint. When I saw him, like it just was never. He was never my cup of tea.
You think he was Spicoli from freaking Fast Times at Richmond High?
Yeah,
dude.
Just
was that because of his intensity? You always thought he had that, like
no. It's just his look.
Mm.
I don't know, man. And then you got the fucking dragon neck tattoo and.
What? You think he's you think he's some kind of a
he falls in the same category with me as like Baron Corbin. Like he never really like got off the ground with me. Like he was good in NXT, but he just never really got the main roster. And then he didn't do enough. I feel like coming back from that knee injury outside of the United States Championship Open Challenge. I feel like that's kind of telegraphed a little bit. And like, the easiest of easy is to be like, oh, well, we're gonna put you in an open. He never even like really got a feud off the ground in the main roster. He just had no trajectory once he got called up.
They were always, and correct me if I'm wrong, they were always adjusting his gimmick, like happy Corbin, sad Corbin, Corbin in the box, whatever it might have been. Yeah. So. I don't think he ever had time to figure out his gimmick because they were always changing it.
Dragunov maybe had one gimmick. He really didn't have that many things. He came out.
He only had
that
one.
Damn being hurt that year kind of hurt him too in a way because a lot of people that aren't like the big superstars for WWE, when they get hurt and they're out for a long time, it kind of like diminishes their stock. They don't not utilize the way they were when they first came out off the bat, and that's kind of sad. But again. Yeah. You know what? I hope he finds a organization that's gonna really.
But I feel like if you don't have a way of repackaging your gimmick a little bit, when you get called up, you're doomed to fail. And I think that's kind of what Carmelo Hayes is kind of going through. Is that he's kind of got that same gimmick. Like Gunther's gimmick has kind of shifted a little bit since he got called up. He dumped Imperium, and now he's got the career killer, Gunther's stuff. His character has tweaked just
Mason Brook is going to become his new
Ricky Saints
Imperium.
I mean, you haven't seen Saints on TV in a while.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Grace hasn't really gotten a chance. Like we've said, you're like, how can these people become stars if they're not given a chance? And I feel like that's kind of the same thing with Dragunov. Is that they gave Dragunov the United States Championship Open Challenge, and did he just not impress?
But he was
what was it that they were like, all right, we're going to put you in the Royal Rumble. Brock's going to no-sell your chops, and then you're never going to be seen again.
I think Brock just no-sell his chops because Brock is Brock. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they gave him the to do that. I think he's just being Brock.
Yeah, I don't think that was the direction. I think that was just something that happened.
Look, let's put it this way. The way I see things, you release some people, I know through the financial situation. But also, sometimes there's things about a wrestler that rubs the organization the wrong way and doesn't like certain things. So maybe, like I said, it could be a bunch of many things. Like he had potential, and but it seemed like he wasn't the grab and the money maker for TKO that he could have been. Like I said, he goes to another organization, maybe he'll shine and get some TV time and be.
Even if it's not TV time, they have other social media platforms that they're using to have matches on, and through either YouTube or Twitch or not Twitch, but X. And
I joke about like him, the way he looks and things like that, about looking like a huffer, but it's to me like he's great in the ring. He's a great professional wrestler. It's just his gimmick wasn't well. WWE didn't give him a good gimmick. It was pretty much like generic everyman gimmick. And maybe it's because he got hurt and he didn't have enough time to develop. He came back, they didn't know what to do with him. Like, they should have put him in a program with Gunther right off the bat. That's the best way they should have got his. They should have brought Gunther over and had Gunther feud with him. They gave him no feud. It really felt like that United States Open Challenge was just like, okay, well, we're going to put the belt on you. We're going to give you something to do, but you get no established feud. You get no momentum. You get no traction. You get nothing. Well, I feel like that's kind of what happened with Carmelo Hayes too.
Yeah. Well, how about this? I mean, like the guys we're talking about, WWE isn't selling them to the fans like they do other names like CM Punk and Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, and the list goes on for their top tier. But then their middle tier, they just kind of go, well, you're there to be there. We shouldn't have to sell you because you're not top tier. So they don't, and that's why they fall to the wayside.
So you go back down to NXT and you do exactly what Grayson Waller's doing right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Make that an option.
I just think that he was acceptable to a point where they have to make roster cuts again, to really, because all the new signees that they got, I think he wasn't high valued in the organization for them to sign him or this and that. And once they tried negotiating and he was trying to get more money, they probably said, you know what, thanks, but no thanks.
And when you really look at it, like, his in-ring ability is one thing, yes, but like, who do you really see him outside of Gunther having a memorable feud with? Who is there for him to have a memorable feud with?
With Camilla Hayes.
Yeah.
When he had the freaking Open Challenge.
You saw it though. You saw that in NXT. I'm talking like, do you think he has a good memorable feud with CM Punk? Do you think he cuts a promo where he could have a feud with CM Punk? Do you think he has a feud with Kevin
We don't
Owens?
know because it never happened.
Yeah.
I think he'd be great against Corbin.
Yeah.
Too hard.
Boring ass Corbin.
Too hard hitters going at it.
Maybe boring, but
so him and Braun Breaker,
something.
Him and Braun Breaker, freaking goddamn intensity. Both of them.
How many times are we gonna have to see Corbin and Trick Williams go head to head before they swap, or do they keep swapping back and forth just
until Money in the Bank?
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Until you get another contender.
Well, I mean, I
and
think
then who you
saw
gonna put in this
the best glow up and kind of tweak to Carmelo Hayes' character on Friday when he attacked Corbin and left him laying. So
yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like when these guys get called up, they need a little bit of a tweak to that character to really sell them on the main roster. If you're bringing them up just like you had them in NXT, like even Obafemi has kind of had that little bit of tweak to his ruler character when he came up.
I can tell you this, and every time he comes out, those beads around his neck get bigger and bigger for some reason. I mean, those Dunkin' Donuts, I swear to God.
But he's got the aura. They aura farm the shit out of his entrance. Like,
yeah,
Ilya didn't have any of that. Like, his package was not great, and now I don't know if that's creative's fault. I don't know if that's his fault. What it is, but I'm not surprised by this, and I'm not going to sit here and be like I'm completely shocked by it because he just didn't have that presentation of a main roster draw.
And
he's been doing this since NXT UK, though.
Well,
look what happened to NXT UK. It went down the shitter.
Yeah, because everybody got moved over to the NXT proper. Gallus, Gunther.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, let's face it. These guys like Dragunov, they're not going in and going, hey, I need you to repackage me into something else. They're I don't know if they have the clout to even go in and say, hey, I need a new gimmick.
But you hear all these other people like Braun Breaker not being happy with his character, Dominic Mysterio not being happy with his character. What? Give me LA Knight going in for give me some of that with Dragunov. Like Ilya had opportunities when he was on TV to do things like that, to speak his mind, to say his piece, and it just never really felt like some of these guys have to go into business for themselves, like Grayson Waller has, like LA Knight has. There's just got to be something more than just what Ilya gave us. And like I said, I don't see. To me, he runs in the same vein as Baron Corbin.
My thing is that you have these guys off television for so long. You're paying contracts to guys that don't even get TV time, not even getting the ring time. You know, you creative sits there and says, "Oh, we have nothing for these guys." Meanwhile, you can really make the freaking goddamn the Intercontinental Championship and the U.S. Championship really freaking if you have these guys fighting. Like, look, the mid card will always be in these guys' championship material. On the other hand, you give them a chance once in a while, but these guys that you had rocking in the back for so damn long, the mid card could have been so. You could have really pushed the mid cards, and they don't do a storyline. You gotta have a story. I don't understand another storyline. Your creative sucks to begin with the storylines you got, and you have no storyline. But you let people who actually are entertaining, that have in-ring ability, that really can, like, people enjoy, sit in the back and just. So there's got to be more than just creative. That there's nothing for them. That they do that. Look, WWE has a habit of punishing people for certain things that they say. Certain things
Dominic Mysterio, cough.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, even though Dominic Mysterio is getting screen time and ring time, he's losing a shitload of goddamn matches because he pissed somebody off. And I think a lot of these other people that piss people off in the back don't get the screen time. Like, you're going to sit. Rob, when's your contract over? 8 months? You're going to sit 7 months, and we'll decide if we want to renew your contract. If not,
I don't think Mysterio pissed anybody off. I think Mysterio is one of those guys that goes, I want to continue to put over these guys. I'm getting
No. He pissed
you don't think so? You don't think
he legitimately pissed somebody off in the back by talking about his creative, talking about how Triple A can use him one way, but WWE doesn't the main roster doesn't understand how to use him. And then he pissed somebody in creative off.
And another thing too is his
name is Bruce Pritchard, I'm sure.
And there's rumors floating around through the wrestling world that Rey Mysterio that they might make him walk. They might just release him. So there's a lot of things going on in WWE.
They're gonna release him.
There are rumors floating around. I don't know what they're gonna do, but there's a good chance that they do. And look,
you know what they're gonna do. We're gonna get a Bullet Club-esque stable of children of professional wrestling. We already kind of got that in NXT. So when they get called up, you're probably gonna have Dominic Mysterio added to it. I'm sure his sister will be there. You're gonna have Lexis King. You're gonna have all these guys that are children. Of Avery Styles. You're gonna have all these children of ex-wrestlers in this one faction together. Kind of like what they tried to do with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes and
Ted DiBiase.
And Ted DiBiase Jr.
But look, at the end of the day, it's sad, but
evolution.
These things are definitely going to happen, evolution. And there's more coming. We've been on this like 10 minutes. It's a 2-minute segment. We've been on this a long time. You can't blame me this time. Thank you.
I still blame you. Moving on. Zilla Fatu made his official NXT debut on Tuesday night, where he actually got in the middle of the ring and cut a promo. Hello. What'd you guys think of the new look of Zilla Fatu, and why is he channeling his cousin, The Rock?
Hey, listen, the Dominican Zilla Fatu, because he is the Samoan. He was the Samoan Fatu. Now he's the Dominican Fatu. But he actually looks. No, he came out, and when I saw him come out, I'm like, oh, this guy's The Rock. he's trying the Rock persona and cutting a promo. And instead of saying one word, he says another word, which sparked a funny segment. People were laughing.
Yeah, instead of saying Nepo, he said Ninfo.
Two totally different things. One's there. But you know what? It was a good promo, even though I know he messed up on that, but it was a good promo. The crowd likes him. We've been waiting for Zilla for a while. He's finally there. And I'm telling you, NXT is exciting now. NXT is actually is a must-watch right now, because you got a lot going on.
The crowd had one of the weakest Umaga chants I've ever heard. And, I mean, how do you feel about him being thrust right into the NXT championship picture? Like, his first official match on NXT is going to be in a fatal 4-way at Heatwave for the NXT.
You gotta beat AEW, who's having an event the same night.
Yep.
So
They're no AEW is having a
All in.
yeah,
no. That's the same night. I thought that was the same night as Worlds Collide.
No.
Heat Wave is the same night as All In.
yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Zilla Fatu is winning the belt then.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. With the belt. So, but I think because there's rumors that Tony D'Angelo is going to make his way to the main roster soon.
Where?
So,
Where are they going to put him? Where are they going to put him?
Nah, if anyone's going up, it's going to be Zilla to be part of the
no, not
Bloodline
anytime soon.
team at Survivor
He's
Series.
not coming up anytime soon. They're going to have him rock for about a year before he
But
comes up.
I guarantee you.
I don't know
he'll be
about a
there at
year,
Survivor
but-
Series.
I don't know, man. He's not coming back for
Yeah,
Survivor,
Survivor
Series.
Series would be my guess.
That's too soon. That's too soon. But we'll
Man.
see. Hey, anything's possible. But I thought it was a good debut of his cutting a promo this week. You know,
This is the one gimmick I don't want to change though. I like his gimmick on the Indies. I don't want him to go into this dressing like The Rock, talking like The Rock, acting like The Rock, acting like any of his cousins type gimmick. Like I like what Zilla was doing on the Indies, and I think he should keep that same killer instinct, same mentality in NXT. Not be just because you got the big contract and you're in the Mecca now, you're gonna start wearing Gucci and Armani and
instead of that, it's creative.
like I mean, it does look like he borrowed this shirt from The Rock, especially when you look at like The Rock's beginnings to this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But Zilla has the total package. He could be a massive star in NXT.
Mhm.
And I love that we went from, man, I don't know how NXT is going to survive with this men's division to now they are once again firing on all cylinders in that men's division. Their mid card is the weak point now because now you got like the Vanity Project and
Shiloh Hill.
Yeah, their mid card is kind of a weak point now, where Dragunov could go down there and help that, but you know Zilla Fatu, everyone was glued to NXT for Zilla Fatu. They're going to be glued to it for Heatwave for this Fatal 4-Way. It's a win-win for WWE, I think.
Imagine they throw a swerve and freaking goddamn Grayson Waller wins the championship.
I mean, I'd be all right with that. Grayson Waller's doing some great work in NXT.
I know.
Yeah, he is.
I know.
That wouldn't surprise me in the least.
He's doing what we've been saying for half a year now that WWE needs to do. He's blurring those lines. He's not only doing his promos on TV, he's taking his promos off TV onto social media. He's talking trash any chance he gets, and to anybody who will listen.
Monitor off his leg, and now he's able to
Yeah,
that was great. But you know what? But see, that's the thing. You know, it's interesting. You know, like I said, you know, some people say it takes a long time to get a championship thing. He gets thrown right in because they are going head to head. So that's why you have to make it a must watch. So people will want it. And again, they put the belt on Zilla. I'm not mad with that either. You know?
Eric, you gonna go see Zilla Fatu when he's here in a couple weeks?
Is he going to be here in a couple weeks?
He's doing an autograph signing at the Wrestling Guys store. The beginning of September.
Gotta give me info on that.
You say nympho or info?
Wrestling Guys store. But yeah, I think doing great work already. And I'm excited.
It's been good. I'm not gonna.
You look at the guy in the background. Look at the guy in the background. He's like,
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the dude from Raw on Monday?
Yeah,
he said where they zoom in and the guys in the background like,
yeah.
yeah.
God.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Like, that's funny. But yeah. What's your take, Eric, on Zilla in NXT, his promo?
My first thought on his look was that he looks like a Samoan Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. Hey.
His mark word wasn't bad. I've seen a couple matches of his, but I want to see how it does in the WWE circuit.
Yeah.
But so far, I like his appearance. I don't have much on him yet.
Yeah.
You don't.
He'll evolve a little bit in the next week or
You
so.
didn't follow him in the Indies through Fourth Rope or GCW or House of Glory.
Negative, unfortunately.
Oh, bro, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Go back and look at some of the videos of the matches he had in some of those public occasions and stuff like that.
I think House of Glory did a compilation video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hello. But good for Zillifod too, and we'll have hopefully get to see more from Zilla and NXT, and you'll tune into Heatwave to see if he can win the NXT Championship. Moving on. WWE seems to be revitalizing or reinvigorating or rejuvenating their tag team division, as we are now getting Shinsuke Nakamura and God, what's his
Tanahashi.
Yeah, Tanahashi. Just coming right to the main roster. He's teasing that he's going to get this new tag team partner. He pretty much gave it away in his promo last Friday. So we're getting we're getting another new tag team in Shinsuke Nakamura and Tanahashi. What do you guys think of WWE trying to rejuvenate their tag team division?
If they need to, instead of just putting up random hodgepodge teams together.
But they're doing it without tag team. Like you're kind of getting that with Nakamura and Tanahashi. They're just hodgepodging them together.
They've had history with New Japan, though. That's why they're putting them together.
But still, they're not a certified, solidified tag team.
They're more of a tag team than Priest and R-Truth.
Come on, Priest and R-Truth were an amazing tag team.
Come on,
yourself and others.
The Rocket Sock Connection.
They're amazing tag team, just like
Wepa Up, really?
Wepa Up.
Absolutely. I need more Wepa Up in my life. But now those belts are on the MFTs, which I feel like they need to change their name. I don't know why they're going to keep going by the MFTs.
Yeah,
especially with Haku out there with him now.
Yep.
But you got rid of the Motor City Machine Guns, who were a bona fide tag team.
Yep.
You've got the Creed brothers doing nothing.
Nothing.
You've got who else? What are the tag teams? Apparently, they're gonna give Fraxium a bigger push, so they're gonna get more on TV or more on screen time. But why not just go with the solidified tag teams you already had? You got rid of the Wyatts. You got rid of Motor City Machine Guns. You're not utilizing the Creeds. You're not utilizing Fraxium.
Well, actually, Fraxium is going to be getting a lot of TV time. I was just reading something. Fraxium is definitely going to be getting.
I love that. That clearly shows Dom's not paying attention.
Yep.
We just talked about that. We literally just said that.
No, I wasn't paying attention. My wife just said something. I was
distracted.
But hey, listen. But you know what? All kidding aside, like I said, it'd be great to have a bunch of tag teams running amok to really. You know what the funny thing is? Think about the Attitude Era. We talk about the Attitude Era all the time. Who are the tag teams in the Attitude Era? Go ahead.
New Age Outlaws,
okay.
The Hardys,
okay,
Edge and Christian, the Dudleys,
Brothers of Destruction.
Brothers of Destruction. Yep. Then you had Kane and X-Pac.
Yeah. But
the Rock and Sock Connection.
I know, but think about
what you want me to keep going?
I don't. I'm just saying, but they kept utilizing certain ones, like the Dudley Boys, freaking the Hardy Boys, the freaking guy, the Edge and Christian,
the Spirit Squad.
Well, the Spirit Squad.
Oh, good lord!
You had a lot of tag teams,
but the Mean Street Posse.
Yeah, the Spirit Squad. Hey, Nick Nemeth was on the Spirit Squad. Watch him. He was. I'm Nick. I'm Nick. But
the Headbangers.
But they did have a lot of but they did mismatch like Stone Cold and
the Bushwhackers.
Yeah, but the real tag teams that came up, the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, they put a lot of tag teams together that weren't like, utilized by taking one person and putting together, like Rocket Stock Connection. They just took two guys, put them together, and made them a tag team. The Brothers of Destruction, they put the Kane and the Undertaker together. So I'm talking about like teams that came up as freaking like tag teams. Like the New Age Outlaws have been tag teams for a long time. So you put them in there, but there's not many now that you put together that have the TV time like those guys did back then. It was exciting. There was a lot going on. When they had a lot of matches and stuff like that, it was fantastic. But everything's been blamed now. Like putting people together to make a tag team now, it's like,
I just feel like they've lost the art of tag team wrestling.
I think they did.
Tag team wrestling used to be a big draw, especially back in the territory times, like the Hulk and Animal, the Road Warriors. Like you had big tag teams, like the Rock and Roll Express, the Nasty Boys. There was big tag teams, and there was points during the territory days that tag team divisions wrestling was leading that charge and doing more numbers than a Dusty Rhodes led event or Ric Flair or things like that. Like you had the Von Erichs, you had a lot of quality, legitimate tag team, and it feels like they go through this cycle where tag team wrestling is really in the forefront, and then they kind of let it slip back. And that's kind of feel like where we're at now is they had good tag team wrestling in the 90s and 2000s and then the 2010s, and then now they're kind of slipping into that, letting the tag team not as much focus on tag team wrestling, and they got to kind of find their way back to that. And I don't know that necessarily throwing random people together like Braun Breaker and Austin Theory, or even to Eric's point, R-Truth and Damian Priest is really a way to get back into that prestigious tag team wrestling, because you don't have really tag teams like the Young Bucks in WWE. Like Edge and Christian, of course, are in AEW as well, and then you got the Hardys in TNA. The Dudleys aren't wrestling anymore, so you don't really have those prestigious tag teams right now.
And also, when you put people together, it gives them some TV time and screen time to utilizing certain individuals. That it kind of sucks that Damian Priest, he was a champion, a freaking goddamn world champion, and you take him off, and then all of a sudden now you put him in a tag team because you want to use R-Truth, but at least R-Truth got TV time. When they released him, people complained. They brought him back. He didn't have a direction, and they brought him back to the regular R-Truth, and now he at least they were tag team champions for a while. They gave him screen time, but legitimate tag teams, that is a rarity now.
But I wondered too how much of them putting him with Damian Priest was for Damian Priest to get some character work done, for R-Truth to help Damian Priest's character and persona just a little bit.
Well, yeah, it did, because now look at Damian Priest is going to be on AAA. He's got a character arc on AAA. And as time goes on, you'll see him more on AAA. So, R-Truth definitely helps other wrestlers. And so now we'll see R-Truth in the back again, because it'll be going backstage stuff, because none of that tag teams anymore, champions anymore. So you'll see him go on. But I definitely am excited that we're going to be getting more tag teams. Maybe they'll put it up front and really promote tag team wrestling again and make it exciting. Because I kind of like the way it's going, the projection of the tag team division in both shows. So we'll see how it turns out.
What do you think, Eric?
With this, I think it's going to help out with the tag team division. They have more adaptive chemistry than some of the tag team division, people in the tag team division. I know they're going to do well. I just hope they push them, like they have the right creative for them. That's it. Because one false move is just going to ruin everything with the whole thing, like it has in the past times.
Well, I mean, they are synonymous with calling up Shinsuke Nakamura and bringing him back to TV and then not doing anything with him. He's around for a couple weeks and then he disappears for months again. So,
Yep.
we'll have to see what they do with Shinsuke Nakamura.
This guy.
This is Jim Johnston. He is known for some of the biggest entrances in WWE history. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker. He was the guy behind all of the big entrance music in the Attitude Era, 90s, 2000s. He came out and he thinks that Triple H doesn't like him, so Triple H doesn't want to work with him anymore. And he says that he doesn't believe Triple H is a fan of his and that he thinks Triple H has his own guys and sees him as a Vince guy. That's why WWE outed him and now is working with Def Rebel for WWE entrances. And we are at a point where WWE has some of the worst entrance music.
Yeah, they do.
They completely shit canned Stephanie Vaquer's entrance music. Gave her some atrocious entrance music. They gave Chad Gable some atrocious entrance music. Gable!
Yeah.
And now Zilla.
I need a free ride. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then now you've got Zilla Fatu being Def Rebelled. Zilla Fatu, Zilla Fatu. 2 minutes on the clock. Do we need to go back to the entrance music of old where someone's entrance music actually got you hyped, or do you think that WWE doesn't have an entrance music problem?
I think we need more of an entrance music that pops the crowd. Like when Stone Cold would come out and his thing would go, that crowd would blow the top off. Now you just like waiting around for okay. Yep, here comes Rhea Ripley. Here comes Stephanie Vaquer. Whatever. You're not it's not at that instant pop when their music hits. That's what we need to get back to.
We need a song like "I'm an Ass Man." Doom, doom. Come on, when you used to hear the song, it's like the music, made the entrance fun. Yeah. They came out, the music's playing, and they come out, and that was great. It's just all this AI shit that they're doing. That's why we get that generic freaking goddamn music that they're doing, which really sucks. It's the AI stuff. They use it all creative. That's it. They're trying to friggin'.
It's not AI. It's Def Rebel.
It's Def Rebel, but Def Rebel uses AI at times, though.
But they are cost cutting. They try to cost cut things, and that's why they're doing these cheap shit. Hey, listen, Jim Johnston actually produced 90% of the music in WWE, or probably even more. And we play with a bag of chips back there.
Eric's throwing away his Subway wrapper from his dinner.
But it should go back to the original entrance music, because entrance music is just as great as the wrestler in the ring. It makes pop to the crowd when the song hits. So,
well, yeah, it sparks emotion. It's the emotional spark that gets you off your feet. Like Stick said, you don't get that nowadays. When Stone Cold's music would hit, you hear that glass shatter, everybody goes crazy. The Undertaker's gong hits, everybody goes crazy. The Brood music, you get all that, and now,
hello, ladies.
Yeah, Val Venus. But now you get Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer came in with amazing entrance music, and you can really tell who's high up on the list as far as superstars go, because they get music that's made by actual artists. Like you get Rhea Ripley, who's using Motionless in White. You get CM Punk, who's got actual music.
Living Color.
Yeah, Living Color. Becky Lynch has a band that actually plays her, theme
except
song.
Live.
Who else has?
Well, you have Randy Orton. Randy Orton have voices. That's
Yeah, I mean, long gone are the days where they used to like use like kill switch engage and
Oh, I love kill
things like that. But
Great.
For me, Stephanie's problem is twofold. It's not only just her entrance music, it's her entrance period. Because I feel like I feel like she should be, or is supposed to be timing when she's crouching down and you hear the explosion and her horns start to come up on the screen. I feel like her rise should be as the horns are coming up, but it's like the camera's panned on her while she's squatting, and then it's like coming up. It's just off. I understand that you're over there ogling TNA.
You know, after what
I'm just nitpicking.
But I would say after what she was wearing this week on Monday Night Raw, who cares, man?
Yeah, I mean, that's her outfit on this week on Monday Night Raw looks like she definitely got the Charlotte Flair treatment.
I know. All I know is when she got
and
her
that shoulder injury made it to where she had to get a breast job too.
Oh my God!
But
freaking,
I don't think she did, but they were out.
I don't think she needed it.
In charge.
I don't know, man. Well, hey, listen, the outfit she had on, she looked like Santana. So she could have worn a figured hat and came out. You know, she had the cross and the thing up, but it was great. Miles Bourne is
lucky man. That's the problem, is that presentation is everything, especially in today's WWE, and they need to do something because right now they have some atrocious theme music. Gable.
So before we go on to the next topic, I just want to put my 2 cents in. So
you threw your 2 cents out with your Subway wrapper.
Well, fuck off with you on that one. Jeff Rebels had a lot of misses, but some hits, especially with, let's say, Io Sky's music. Because when you hear that entrance, people will pop off like straight up because they know it's Io Sky. Mm-hmm. But I've seen back then, like the NXT Gold and Black and Gold era, they had CFOs, which actually did Kevin Owens' themes. They did Sami Zayn's theme, Drew McIntyre's. I think, and Jim Johnston's last song was Baron Corbin's first entrance into NXT. So I think, let's put this. It just needs to start being basic and just start being more individualized. That's it.
But then some of them sound too much alike. Like I personally think that Jacob Fatu's and Solo Sikoa's sound very similar. And I personally like Solo Sikoa's entrance music.
They kind of differentiate with the intro, like with the countdown in Samoan, and just Solo's just music, just straight hits.
Yeah, but I feel like when you get to the chorus, they're almost very similar. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Jacob Fatu's doesn't have any chorus though.
No, well, but Jacob Fatu's is like doom, dun 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 dun, and that's kind of how Solo starts. Is doom dun 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 dun, settle the score. Number you know, it's like they're very similar, but I don't know. I just think that Chad Gable fucking needs better entrance music, and now Zilla Fatu needs better. Like Zilla Fatu debuting, his entrance music should have went hard as fuck. It should have been a hard song. It's not. It's Zilla Fatu, Zilla Fatu. Nah, dude, it's terrible.
Zilla Fatu.
It's awful.
Yep.
Awful.
Nah, but you know, listen.
WWE reportedly has major plans for Bronson Reed. We were already talking about this a little bit because Dom can't seem to just wait a minute whenever we bring something up.
I'm excited. What do you want me to do?
Major plans for Bronson Reed when he returns, and he is going to get a massive heel push. 2 minutes on the clock. How do we feel about Bronson Reed's return? And it's not going to be anytime soon, as all sites point to Sunday night's main event, where he's going to interfere with Obafemi and Braun Breaker.
I actually think it's good. I feel like it's a long time coming, and my man got shredded. He lost a lot of weight now. He's ripped. He looks like he's better than ever. You know, come back, and he deserves a major push, man, because he was going to get a major push before he got hurt. He actually was getting a major push before he broke his ankles when he jumped off the top of the the cage. So it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that happened. Then he comes back and he freaking tore his tricep. That's unfortunate too. But the fact is now it comes back, major push, and I'm all for that. And I'm all for that. Him going against Braun Breaker eventually when Braun Breaker breaks free from the damn vision and does his own thing. But yeah, I'm for it. I can't wait.
I don't think he's going to break away from the vision. I think he's still going to remain in the vision to help out Braun Breaker help him be the future of the WWE storyline.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the only way you can have Braun Breaker and Obafemi end where both come out looking strong is through interference. There's got to be some fuckery, and it makes sense to have as I say, Zilla, makes sense to have Bronson Reed be the one to cause that and kind of come in and interfere in the match and help Breaker against Obafemi. That way you can keep Obafemi strong and Braun Breaker strong as well. I don't think we're going to get any definitive future face of the WWE out of this match at Sunday night's main event. But the bigger question is, who do you think Paul Heyman goes with?
That's the thing. I was going to say, how was Paul Heyman play a major factor in this? Is he going to turn good? Because there was a rumor. There was another rumor. Like, I have my friggin' ear to the dirt sheets and friggin' hear things that Obafemi could be in for a major push with Paul Heyman by his side. So that was one of the rumors that were out there. So could we see maybe a good Paul Heyman with
And it makes sense. Paul Heyman has always been a man to follow the money, and the money is wherever Obafemi is.
Yep.
Right now.
True.
Yep. But that is all mind games too. Mind games back and forth. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. But it should be interesting. It's good to see all these big guys in the ring fighting each other. And hopefully some excitement. Should be pumped up. Bronson Reed, freaking Braun Breaker, Obafemi. That should be an exciting time for wrestling fans.
The better explanation is how the hell does Paul Heyman keep getting all this pull to create matches when he's not a GM and he doesn't represent? He's not an advocate for either one of these guys.
You know what? I think there's more pulling the strings in the back, but I actually think, like I said, there's some changes down the road. You see, and that's the thing. He's playing these games that we don't know what his angle is.
Mm-hmm.
And moving forward. So it should be an interesting ride. See, I like stuff like this. This is pretty good storytelling. You keep planting the seed, and you don't know which way things are going to turn. Is Paul Heyman going to go on Obafemi's side? Is he going to be a Braun Breaker? And he was just trying to teach Braun Breaker, these are the ways to become a legend. You got to be patient and stuff like that. But we'll see.
I hope he comes back and he's not part of the Vision because I hate that group and I'm so sick of the Vision. Dude, watching Monday Night Raw, and you got Maxine and Austin Theory kissing on each other with Braun Breaker and Logan Paul standing there. I'm like, get these motherfuckers off my TV.
Fear them, please.
Yeah, and I think I even said in our group chat, I said, get these motherfuckers off my TV.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to see Maxine Dupree or Austin Theory on my TV. Get them off my TV.
Austin Theory's getting that major push now, all of a sudden.
Why?
Quote unquote.
Yeah, he's dog due. Him and Maxine together is dog due.
Dog due.
Nobody cares.
Definitely boring.
Poo poo.
All right. That's it for our top rope takes. Now we're going to hand it over to the dirtiest player in the game to tell us what the Dirty Dom Dirt Sheets are talking about this week. Dom, what are the streets saying this week?
Okay. Let's scroll down a little bit. I had something put aside. All right. So David Shoemaker is saying that Cody Rhodes should relaunch the Four Horsemen. He says David Shoemaker says Cody Rhodes should relaunch the Four Horsemen. He was speaking on Cheap Heat with Peter Rosenberg, the author of Why Hulk Hogan Matters. But anyway, he was saying that he should Cody exactly the dude who should relaunch the Four Horsemen. Is Cody's just some other dudes in suits exactly what you want to see from him as a heel. Shoemaker said that that the turn does not require Rhodes to turn on the audience in his version, Rhodes is a man who dresses well, proud of himself, and has friends that agree with him. You don't have him be like, I hate fans now. You know, you become the villain. He goes, you just keep teasing the turn. He says, Cody's feud, the moment where looks Rhodes about to flip, but they just forget about a week later, and then they return to the same bit. So what do you guys think? You think it should relive the Four Horsemen, make the Four Horsemen?
No, we don't need to relaunch old gimmicks and old stables. Let's be a little bit more creative. Let's quit going back to nostalgia and let's create something new here. And I don't think Cody Rhodes needs a stable. Cody Rhodes needs a heel turn. He needs a character refresh. I don't think a stable is going to give him that character refresh.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay, what do you think? So they're talking about AJ Styles might be the next NXT manager. What do you think about that?
I personally don't think he will do it. I think he's more interested in kind of doing his own thing and following his boys around and training both his kids. I don't really think he wants a on TV like managerial or GM role.
So apparently AJ Styles reveals he's actively producing NXT matches.
He has produced a couple of NXT matches. I know that.
So and they praise both stars. The matches are perfectly proven that he's not just the greatest in-ring performer all the time. Now he's showing his mind to help build the next generation of WWE superstars. So, of course, he did say that he was going to take more of a backstage role too that he wanted to do.
I think he's fine. I think Robert Stone's doing a good job.
Same.
Yeah. What do you think, Six?
I kind of agree on both spots. I think he could be good creative, but I think right now he's kind of focused on his kids and what's going on there. And if his kids happen to be part of one of the systems, he'll put himself right into the mix there. So, you know, keep an eye out for him. I mean, he could end up somewhere, but
once his kid,
it's gonna be wherever his kids are.
If his kid goes to NXT, he'll be there all the way. That's what he'll do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no matter where he goes, I think he'll be part of it.
All right. So the next thing, Sami Zayn's hand is legitimately broken. It's not it's not part of his the gimmick on the show. He really has a broken hand. It was just revealed that he's been nursing a real broken hand.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I can see it, especially after all the stuff on at SummerSlam between Sammy and Kevin.
Yep. Let's see what else we have. All right, so Road Dogg, AEW turned him down away because of his political and core beliefs. It says
that's him.
Yeah, it says Road Dogg says AEW turned away because political beliefs. James posted under the Dave Meltzer report discussing that the idea of Brian James coming to AEW when a fan told James, if you really want a job in AEW, this ain't it, dog. James replied that he was turned away because of his political and beliefs. He also said, I don't donate to vote for Trump, but also his old man, the way he was punished. He goes, James also accused the journalist David Baxenspan's social media about his conservative views of use of him being canceled, stuff like that. So I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of things that I do believe that there's a lot of places that actually don't want, depending on your political beliefs, depending on, it makes no sense. I think it's stupid. Like, if you're a good worker, this and that, your political beliefs or whatever. Me personally, I don't think you even should talk about your political beliefs anywhere. I think that should be a personal thing.
The key word you said there was good worker. Now, he was kind of utilized as WWE scapegoat there at the end as far as creative goes. And he's not the head of talent relations. He's not the head of creative. That's Triple H, and people would rather point their fingers at Road Dogg than at Triple H when it comes to the creative side of things. But also, if he was some kind of creative genius and he had some kind of like mind for the creative and really like brought in fresh new stuff, people would hire him regardless of his political beliefs, and AEW especially would. So something tells me that it ain't his political beliefs. Maybe it's just the fact that he's not that great at creative, and they don't want to water down what's already watered down in AEW with the WWE style and WWE creative direction. Like the one company that should have taken him and it would have made a bunch of sense was TNA, and even they didn't want him.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
It just
I think the what's the name of that show they have there, the WWE Real or whatever it is? Unreal. I think that the one spot with him and with Chelsea Green, right? I think that
do him any favors. Yeah.
Didn't do him any good. No. And so people look at that and go, apparently he doesn't really know what he's doing over there.
Although,
so maybe I shouldn't hire him.
To be honest, though, and fair, he was kind of vindicated in that when WWE put the title on Chelsea Green a few weeks ago. But
after that,
at the same time, like when he was like, we should put the belt back on Chelsea, and they're like, all right, well, who would you have her feud with? I don't know. Well, you're obviously not thinking ahead then. So
that's it. Yeah. But you know what? Like I said, and again, you should not be crucified for your political beliefs, and also you should not be talking about your political background anywhere, this and that. That should be private. Like your finances, your sex life, and stuff like that should be private.
We always have to hear about your sex life, Dom.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's all over the damn place.
Yeah.
All right. So this one here. So according to LV, Kevin Owens is planned to win the WWE Championship on Friday. Kevin,
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yep. Kevin will have his family in attendance at Toronto this Friday.
I'd pop for it.
So my parents will be able to be there, and there was a while where I didn't know if my parents would ever get to see me in the ring again, and now they're going to get to see it, and it's a big match, and it's potentially a match where I could win the Undisputed World title in front of them. Which, when I won the Universal title, my wife and kids, my parents, they were all watching on TV, but they weren't there live. So if I was able to do that, for them live after everything they've been through, it'd be everything so much better. Hey, so there's a lot of reports saying that Kevin might win the belt tomorrow, and don't forget that SmackDown's on early tomorrow. So I think it's on 6 o'clock. I think it is on 6. Is it
6 Eastern, 3 Pacific?
Yeah. Okay, so it's on early tomorrow. Yeah. Multiple reports have said that potentially Kevin Owens will win the belt off of CM Punk tomorrow night.
Or CM Punk's going to do a heel turn.
Yep.
And use Kevin's family to proceed to do that heel turn. I think that's the more plausible.
Yeah.
I would love to see Kevin Owens win the WWE title, but I don't think they're going to bring CM Punk back, give him that title for only 2 or 3 title defenses. I think they want him to have a good long title run, because let's face it, this is probably his last title run with the WWE Championship. He might win the World Heavyweight Championship again at some point, but I think this is probably his last go around with that WWE Championship. So I definitely think we see him hold that belt for a little bit longer. And if he turns heel and uses Kevin's family to do it, that just drives this feud with them even more past
exactly
it being a lasting from the indies, because CM Punk called him fat and lazy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so it should be interesting tonight. Tomorrow night might be a must-watch SmackDown.
Ultimately, I'm okay either way. I'm okay if they decide to put the strap on Kevin Owens. I'm okay if they decide to keep the strap on CM Punk. I like both Owens and Punk.
Yep.
I'm good either way, honestly.
Well, it's good television. I'm telling the promos have been fucking fire with these guys. really like how, they're using old footage of Kevin Owens hating CM Punk, always hated CM Punk, and always, like old video clips. So it should be exciting. It should be good. And there's another situation where you have a guy come back and already in the championship card that nobody starts from the bottom anymore like they used to. They go right to the championship card and they win.
But he's an established.
I know, but I'm just saying still that he's been out for 17 months.
He's not a fresh kid from the Indies. He's been in there.
I'm just saying it's just something that you do that. But anyway, this is the last one. So there are multiple reports are out that we all know that Roman Reigns will exile Solo Sikoa. So that's basically we all know what happened on Monday night. With that, Solo will remain listed as a babyface. So anybody thinks that he's gonna turn heel, they're gonna keep him as a babyface. Yep. Reigns versus Night 2 is in the cards. Of course, we see it going on right now. Definitely, it's gonna happen at the Saturday was Sunday night event. Sunday night
Reigns versus LA Knight is going to be most likely Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Yeah, Money in the Bank. All right. The build up to WrestleMania 43 is still Roman versus The Rock. This is what they're putting out there. Roman wants to be the heel versus The Rock. He goes the way it was originally supposed to be at WrestleMania 40. And last but not least, Cody Rhodes will not turn heel until after WrestleMania 43 or mid 2027. And there is your Dirty Dom sheets for the month, the day of August 20th, 2020.
I think the Roman versus Rock is just a little bit of a pipe dream still.
I don't know because
it's a pipe dream with nepotism.
The Rock stock has been dropping in Hollywood.
Nymphoism.
Yeah, the stock has been really, and so the question is Hollywood run. Is people aren't flocking to the movies to see The Rock anymore.
I think The Rock has proved that he doesn't want to do it.
There's a lot of reports going around that he's second guessing his Hollywood status and second guessing doing movies and all that because he's not a box office draw anymore. Now, granted, Disney movies don't really draw on their own outside of Marvel or Pixar, but these other than Lilo and Stitch, none of these live action movies have been like certified bangers for them.
Yeah,
and
I don't think Moana did very good for him. So
no, it didn't. That's where The Rock is actually pissed.
Yeah,
he's taking it personally that one.
So,
but look. Hey, look, we all know that that eventually we might see that could be WrestleMania this year. You get The Rock involved, coming back. Maybe Survivor Series, The Rock shows up. So,
he just doesn't seem that interested, though. That's the only.
I know, but who knows? Maybe he'll come back and he'll be better than he did with the stint with John Cena. But
I see a lot of ways where he doesn't come back as long as Triple H is in the head of creative, like. If Rock's coming back, his boy Gurewitz is gonna be head of creative, and Hunter's gonna be out. Like, I really think that there's bad blood there.
I really don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Like anything's possible in the world of wrestling. We don't, you don't count it out until it's exactly counted out. So, but Cody Rhodes, the Cody Rhodes situation, him turning heel to after WrestleMania 43 or mid 2027. We'll finally get the heel turn. Possibly.
Cody Rhodes.
Can I throw one in for you, Don, that came across my screen? Let's see let me know if you think this is either real or
fake.
Or fake. Yeah, real. You're real fake. So
you should know by now. Dom can't tell the difference.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yep. Is this real right now?
Yep. Danhausen was reportedly detained. Sources are saying that he's being investigated for sports betting, bribery, some kind of abduction and fraud. I'm not sure where this is coming from, but
that's the Miz. That's That's freaking goddamn somebody trying to rat him out because he cursed him. That's Dominic Mysterio.
This is definitely fake because it came from Tongaloa.
Oh, there you go. I told you. Somebody
There you
called him up. I just saw a video that Danhausen took out freaking Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks is cursed now. He beat Ricky Starks.
Well, there's one way to write him off TV when he's already.
Where the hell has he been on?
I have no idea.
Been on TV for a while.
Yep. He's been doing house shows.
He went from being in the United States Championship picture to not even on TV, getting the Carmelo Hayes and Ilja Dragunov treatment.
Yep. And Jordan Grace treatment now.
And they're saying that Jordan Grace actually took a pay cut to stay with WWE. So they can't even get that poor girl on TV. Diabolical.
I know.
Well, isn't she like
married
rich or is rich or she has money somehow?
No, well, her husband was a professional wrestler as well. But all right. Anything else on the Dirty Dom Dirt Sheets, or was that it, Dom?
That is right now.
All right. Now we'll just roll right into our 3-count review. This is where we go through the week's shows and we give them our best moment, worst moment, and what were they thinking moment of the night for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW Dynamite. And as always, we're going to start with SmackDown from last Friday, and we will do our quick rundown recap of the matches that were presented on SmackDown last Friday. You had the United States Championship, Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes. With Baron Corbin retaining. You had the WWE Tag Team Championship match, Damian Priest and R-Truth versus the War Raiders versus the Tongans. You had the Women's United States Championship match, Tiffany Stratton versus JC Jane. And that was it. You had 4 matches on SmackDown in 2 hours with a lot of backstage promos. We'll throw it to Sticks. Sticks, best moment, worst moment. What were they thinking moment of the night from last Friday night SmackDown?
For my best moment, I know a lot of people don't like JC Jane and Fatal Influence, but I like the fact that they put the title on JC Jane. I thought that was a good move on their part. We'll see where it goes from there, but I think it's a good move.
You think she genuinely deserves the title, or do you think it's just that WWE is growing weary of Tiffany Stratton?
I don't think she deserved it too much, but yeah, I think Tiffany's. I don't know. Tiffany's kind of brushing it off a little bit from things I've heard, where she's like, she's not 100% into it anymore. Her work has been, I don't want to say sloppy, but she hasn't been totally into her matches as she had been before. The way I see it anyway, I don't feel like she's giving it the same effort as she did before. And I think WWE sees that too and goes, maybe she doesn't really want it, so we'll move it on, and maybe she'll,
might be getting a heel.
Show more interest because she lost it now.
Maybe getting a heel friggin' turn from Tiffany Stratton soon.
Maybe that's what she needs, or maybe she is just getting tired of
doing
the grind.
And sing a new version of Trouble.
Oh my God!
There you go. Worst moment? I don't know. I haven't been too excited about the Punk Owens promos that have been going on. I guess this one was a little better than the last one they did.
I think it's fire. I think they've been fired.
I don't know. I think they're kind of blah, in my opinion. What were they thinking? I don't know. Having only 4 matches on a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Get a 5th match in there. You can do backstage promos. They don't need to be 5-10 minutes.
How's it back on television?
For me, it's that WWE show that they can actually fucking still tell a story with Chelsea Green. That stuff at the beginning of SmackDown with Chelsea Green and
There you
Nick
go.
Aldis was great.
Mhm.
I love the impromptu match between Matt Cardona and Gunther, and I hope that Gunther is the spark that WWE needs to let Matt Cardona
Forgot about
go
that.
Yep.
and let him be the indie god. Let him get back to the Cardona of old. Kind of give him that heel persona a little bit. Let us see what Matt Cardona's got. Let him see what we can do. That was great stuff there for me. What were they thinking, as always, until they fucking fix this man? Because he's a hell of a professional wrestler. He's a hell of a showman. Is more the stupid ass Johnny Gargano planking bullshit.
Oh,
If nothing
yes.
else, give Candice LeRae some shine in that, because we just got to see her lay around and have him planking. So that's always the worst moment of the night for me. And honestly, for me, what were they thinking is putting the U.S. title on JC Jane right now.
Really?
They are pushing Fatal Influence to be the female version of the Shield. And for a group that over the last month has injured two of your biggest stars,
That's true.
you're going to go ahead and reward them with not only the women's tag team belts, but now putting the women's United States Championship on JC Jane.
Yep.
Like, I get Tiffany, if Tiffany has heat on her or what. I don't feel like Tiffany was the greatest champion. I don't feel like she had a lot of great championship matches. But I think it was a little green to put the belt on JC Jane right now, especially with the way she just hurt Brie Bella a few weeks back. Then they turned around and hurt Chelsea Green. It's not a good look.
You just have.
But
No.
that's just my opinion. I think JC Jane was great in NXT. I think she's going to do great things. I just think right now the main roster, the lights might be a little too bright, and WWE is trying to push it too soon, too fast.
Well, you mentioned earlier in the show about the men's tag team. Who have they got for female tag teams?
They don't. That's the problem. Is they don't need a
That's the problem. Fatal Influence is the only proper tag team.
They've got the Bellas, and they'd probably have good tag team stuff with the Bellas if Fatal Influence didn't hurt Nikki Bella.
Yeah,
they
happened in their match though.
You had the Kabuki Warriors for a while. They got rid of them. You have
I'm talking
Charlotte.
currently.
Well, you have Charlotte and Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm wondering if they're going to end up introducing a trios championship, since you have Tatum Paxley with them now.
If you go with a trio freaking championship, you get rid of the tag team championship, and you just have three. You have freaking Jordan, freaking Jay Cargill with her faction. You have freaking Flair freaking with her faction, and then and so on. Like you get three people because they got that trio in AEW, man, and Strickland's going for it. That means me. So, but yeah.
Something new, I guess, but we'll see.
What do you got? What do you got, Dom? Best moment, worst moment? What were they thinking? Moment of the night?
No, well, I'm with you with the beginning. Chelsea Green, the promo with Chelsea Green and Nick Aldis, and when Gunther came out and Matt Cardona, I definitely like that, and I do hope that Matt does become something more. You could actually put him in the mid card and really get him to win a mid card title, and try to put him there with the United States Championship, and try to maybe he could be the one that takes it from Baron Corbin. Yeah, I'm with you with the JC Jane. Tiffany Stratton doesn't look the same in the ring. She doesn't watching her the way
she slowed down a lot.
Yeah, she did slow down. Watching that, she playing it safe too. A lot of things that she used to do. Because she did mention in a comment that 35 she wants to start exploring Hollywood. So she might definitely might be on our way out early because of that. But you know, the same thing. What do you think in 4 matches? 4 matches in the 2-hour show.
That's not.
You know, and they have more promos, more things. I know it's sports entertainment, but people want to see matches. At least put 5 matches. If you're gonna have a show like Raw and SmackDown, they're both 2 hours. Put in these 5 good matches.
What are they going to do when it goes? What are they going to do when it goes back to 3 hours?
They have Raw characters crossing over into SmackDown, so they're not going back to. There's no brand
Spotlight, SmackDown or Spotlight unused talent a little bit more.
Exactly.
Give
That's the
more
hope.
shine to like Jordan Grace.
Is she still there?
Yeah, she's still there.
She's still there for now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When it finally goes back in December, the 3 hours, if she still happens to be on the roster, yeah, put her in that 3rd hour.
You can really put her more in the mid card scene.
What about for you, Eric? Best moment, worst moment? What were you thinking moment of the night? Oh, actually, Dom, you didn't get to finish. Sorry.
Oh, I did. What were they thinking? 4 matches in the 2-hour show.
Yep.
This and that, but like I said, the worst moment. JCJ, that's basically the only thing I can honestly say that JCJ won. That they really have a lot of high hopes for her. You know, she gets that nuclear heat that she comes out, people hate her, and that's what they want. They want that friggin' villain, that really gets the pop. Like Gunther was that villain, but now they friggin' slowed him down, being the career killer, the way his director, the way he's going. But they want that villain, like Dirty Dom had. Dom had that friggin' that really great villain persona. So that's what they're doing. That's why they rewarded her. So see what happens.
Well, especially like they were crucifying people when Nia Jax broke Becky Lynch's face, or when Nia Jax is hurting people, and now it's like they're rewarding.
He hurt people. He hurt Finn Balor. He was injury prone. I don't know, man.
What do you think, Eric? Did Eric fall asleep? Is he snoring right now?
Yeah.
Eric. He did. He fell asleep. This guy fell asleep.
Oh my God.
Eric.
Eric.
Yo, I think this dude fell asleep. I think this guy fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
We're that entertaining.
Oh my God, Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, you're awake, buddy.
Yeah, sorry.
You fell asleep, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker's over here snoring. Or is fucking cutting Z's.
Oh my God.
Do you want to drop off so you can go night night, Eric?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Okay,
Head out.
buddy.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Bye. Fucking over here falling asleep. Mr. Go Night Night. Happy Go Night Night.
That happens.
That was funny.
You don't fall asleep live on a show. What are we doing here, boys? Let's pick it up as we head into Raw. Dom, give me the best moment, worst moment. What were they thinking? Moment of the night for Monday Night Raw.
Well, the best moment was the ending. With Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and the whole bloodline thing. Even though, like I said, it was a regurgitated storyline, still very entertaining. I want to see what happens, what transpires in the next couple of weeks. I enjoyed that. Also, I personally think that the Lucha, the Open Challenge for Roman Reigns Classic for the Fight Roman Reigns, I think it's pretty cool to see these guys in the spotlight. I know that they're a little slower. So that I know. What happened?
I'm just still fucking taking it back. This motherfucker just fell asleep. He went from literally talking to us to. fucking saw in them logs.
Yo,
boy.
that's funny, man.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Don.
No, I think the Lucha Libre, the fights that we don't normally see, these that people in the mainstream in the WWE get to see these wrestlers that fight for AAA, because even though WWE owns AAA, a lot of people still don't watch AAA. So, kind of, it's good to see that. And what are they thinking? Again, the matches. Well, actually, how many matches did Raw have this week?
I didn't.
Go over the thing.
I didn't go over Raw, so I apologize. You had
No.
Raw this week. You had Javon Evans versus JD McDonough.
Which actually, that was a pretty good fight.
You had the World Heavyweight Championship number 1 contenders match, Rey Fenix versus Alfesco, with Rey Fenix winning that match. You had Sol Ruka versus Lyra Valkyria. You had Dragon Lee versus Ilja El Hero, Dr. Wagner Jr. You had Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio.
That was very good.
And then that was it.
Phenomenal.
So you had 5 matches on Raw this week.
You had 5 matches. The Chad Gable Rey Mysterio was a really good match. The Javon Evans and JD McDonough match was pretty good. It really had a good, and the ending really solidified a pretty good Raw.
Yep.
And I do have to say, God bless Stephanie Vakir. She's a darling. She is definitely she's a work of art. But that heated rivalry between her, Becky, and Judgment Day, I'm actually liking it. Liking it.
It was the best opening segment to Monday Night Raw in recent memory, because you had so much TNA out there. You had Becky Lynch out there. You had Stephanie Vakir out there. You had Liv Morgan out there. You had Roxanne Perez out there. You had a lot of sex appeal out there.
A lot of eye candy and a lot of.
And then you finished Raw strong with that bloodline storyline. Even if it is a rehash regurgitated of the story of the Sami Zayn storyline, who cares? Solo Sikoa sold it. It was really well done. I was invested. I was locked into it. I thought I liked the swerve of them thinking, hey, look at Jacob. The camera was on Jacob. Everyone wanted you to look at Jacob, thinking that Solo was going to turn and spike LA Knight. Then he spiked Roman, and they cleared the ring, and Jacob just sat there and didn't do a damn thing.
He's like, well.
He did what he was told. He did what he was told. Don't touch him.
But you're right. Hey, I love this Matt. I love this Matt that is enthusiastic and loves the show.
I love the show when they give me a reason to love the show.
I know.
Yes. Thank you. Hallelujah.
I know.
I'm not fake. I'm not a reaction streamer. I'm not going to come on here and feed you some BF. If I think the show is shit, I'm going to tell you the show is shit. But if I think the show is good, I'm going to tell you the show is good. And Monday Night Raw, it started and ended strong. Where I think Monday Night Raw was weak is the World Championship number 1 contenders match tournament. You've only got one AAA guy moving on to the next round now, and it's not Psycho Clown. It's La Parka.
He's gonna lose next week.
And it really feels to me
he's hard to watch.
Like WWE is just using this tournament as leverage to try and get AAA a mainstay broadcasting deal, is what it feels like. That's they're showcasing their biggest luchas to try to get them a TV deal.
I don't know about biggest luchas.
Well, I mean, outside of they didn't go gimmicky. They didn't go gimmicky with what is his name? Iguana. Who had Psycho Clown, which is a big name. He's a draw. He's a fucking worker. I've followed Psycho Clown for years, ever since I found Triple Mania way back when they were streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
When they had Vampiro announcing for them.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So, I like it, but I just feel like the lucha stuff is wasted on WWE because it feels like it's nothing more than a showcase to be like, oh, look, these luchas are big stars on Raw. That's kind of what they're going to do with Roman Reigns too, because we're going to get, and it's genius in a lot of ways too. We know we're getting the Lucha Brothers. You know, we're going to get Rey Fenix versus Penta in the finals.
Yep.
Penta's going to win to go on to fight Roman Reigns in Mexico City, which the Usos are going to get involved in, and it's going to lead to the Usos versus the Lucha Brothers.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it led to the Usos versus the Lucha Brothers, with the Usos being the tag team champions when it happens. But that's what they're ultimately trying to do with this tournament, is get AAA a deal, and they're going to use their biggest star in Penta to do it.
Sure.
But otherwise, like, I feel like the Lucha wrestling is lost on WWE. Well, WWE's version of Lucha wrestling is just not, it's not there. They're slower. They're not as polished. It's just
not as high flying as it should be.
Correct. Especially when you have like Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee. Like, you have Dragon Lee basically outshining Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah.
And then you got this other dude out here who Rey Fenix went up against. What was his name?
El Fiscal.
Al Fiscal, who looked like the fucking gold Power Ranger out there.
Go Power Rangers.
Yeah, your best match of the night that involved the Lucha was Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable.
That was actually a really good match, though. It was.
And what are they thinking of the night is, what the fuck are we doing with Lyra Valkyria?
Oh my God. Yeah. I forgot about her.
Yeah.
How does she go from being a massive heel to just now getting squashed by Sol Ruca?
That was an ugly match.
Yep.
And I like Sol Ruca.
Yeah. Listen.
She's.
Why is she looking like all spooky, like a freaking hobo? She's a crazy woman.
I like her look. I like the new. She's essentially becoming, I think, what they wanted Nikki Cross to be.
Yes.
She is the Nikki Cross 2.0 or 3.0, if you want to get.
She joins Tatum Paxley and freaking goddamn Alexa Bliss to make a new type of female freaking Bray Wyatt stable. And
no, I hope not.
No.
But that I just don't understand what they're doing with her. Like, she went through that. She beat Bayley, who's a bona fide first ballot Hall of Famer, who's a Grand Slam champion, who's basically got to leave WWE because she's got nothing left to do in WWE. And then you just have her turn around and lose to Sol Ruca. Like, it kind of makes you question, what are we doing?
Oh, freaking Pete just sent me some.
Yeah, the Stephanie Bakir thing.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Don't come.
Don't come.
But yeah, that's you had a lot of lucha that I felt like was boring and on Raw, but Raw started hot and it ended hot as well. So I found myself really invested in the ending of Raw. It was great.
I'll interject a little bit just because we're talking about Bayley. Would you put Bayley back down into?
I would put
NXT?
Bayley in any position you want.
would you put her back in NXT and use her like they're using Natty?
No.
It'd be the opposite of Natty to be
I think she's actually leaving because I think Mercedes Moné is having to come. She wants to. I think so. I think we're going to be seeing Bayley.
But there's talking that Mercedes Moné, or she might be coming back to WWE.
I don't.
Or there talks.
I don't think she's.
There's at least talks. Because I think her contract is coming up too.
Dude, honestly, I think Bayley needs one good, like, power run with the women's championship. They should have probably put it on Bayley right now, the interim.
Yeah.
I like that they're giving Chelsea Green a chance. Like, but
I do too.
I feel like Bayley needs to get rid of this role model gimmick, get a new gimmick, and get one last good solid run under her belt. But sadly, they probably won't.
One last right up to the sun. Something. I think that she is going to leave because, like I said, Mercedes Moné is like posting cryptic like things with her and Bailey. So kind of, we'll see.
Yeah.
So Matt, kidding aside, on a scale of 1 to 10, Raw this week.
1 to 10. You're really fucking handcuffing me, Dom.
Right,
really handcuffing me.
I 1 to 5. Yeah.
1 to 5, probably a 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think the Lucha stuff for me.
If
really,
if it wasn't there, the Lucha stuff, it would have been a solid show.
Yeah, well, it depends on what matches you replace him with, and Big Ass. I mean, Big Cass. Why? What are we doing with that?
Let me ask you a question, Big Cass. Do you think that Big Cass becomes Dominic's bodyguard in AAA because of Amos and stuff like that?
No, I don't think so. Dom's with Amos in AAA.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's with that family.
Yeah. See, I actually thought that Amos was going to show up in Raw last night to interfere against Rey Mysterio for suspending him. So I kind of
and it goes to show you that like what they do in AAA doesn't have any impact of what they're doing on the main roster because you just had Penta join that other group and call out like one of their biggest members in AAA on Saturday night. Yep. I can't think of the name of the group right now because I'm not up on my Spanish, but whatever group that
I know which group you're talking about. The group of 4 with the girl, and now that
that
wrestler came in. Can't think of
God, I can't remember that tag team's name. Angel Garza and
Angel Garza and freaking this guy.
Yeah, that they're in. So what happens on AAA doesn't transition to the WWE main roster in any way, shape, or form.
Because the writing is fucking better. You know what this is? It reminds me of the sequel trilogy. The figure you had The Force Awakens, and then you had The Last Jedi. Last Jedi is like AAA because their story was the better part of the sequel trilogy, and then it goes back. Doesn't make any sense because it doesn't lead over into another organization. It's their own thing, and that's why Dominic gets mad because Dominic wants the same personality he has in AAA in WWE.
But I don't understand why you have Big Cass coming back. You should have Big Cass coming back and facing down guys like Roman Reigns, guys like Obafemi, things like that. Not picking on guys who should all intents and purposes be cruiserweights like Javon Evans.
This reminds me of remember the Big Show? You had always had a big guy come out and crush the cruiserweights. There was always a big guy in wrestling. Back in the day when you had.
What happened to your boy Ethan Page, Dom? Where's Ethan Page been?
Well, apparently they're gonna go more for the tag team. Him and Rusev. Rusev is gonna be tag team partners with. So there's another tag team right there. So they're going more the tag team route with Ethan Page and freaking Rusev, which Ethan Page is getting buried, man. Which I hate. I don't know, man.
Buried or left behind, either way. The group that we were thinking of from AAA is Los Perros del Mal.
Yes, thank you. I should really bone up on my Espanol since I live in Arizona, but
make it roll off your tongue.
Bone your spirits. Bone your spirits.
Oh, what about you? Who are we on? Are we on sticks now?
Yeah, it's up to me. Okay, so best thing of the night, I really did like the Mysterio Gable match. I thought that was the highlight match of the night. The highlight spot was
the words of Dirty Dom's mentor, and I'm talking about Dirty Dom down here. It's good shit, pal.
Good shit, man. Yeah, there you go. The top spot was the bloodline at the end, as far as non-wrestling or spoken. Worst thing, I didn't. Yes, we've already talked about it. The lucha wrestling was not the greatest. That El Fiscal, I don't know if this was like his first or second match because he's a generational wrestler, but he's like, it's like he hasn't been in
I know
AAA that much. So and to put him right into the tournament seemed a little bit.
I know, but dude, who else you gonna put in the tournament? You're gonna put LA Knight in a lucha figure mask and have him fight?
You have other luchas on the AAA roster that you could use.
But
didn't they say that Al Pascal's only been wrestling for like 3 years?
Yeah.
Something like that.
He did not look like he'd been wrestling for more than 3 minutes.
I mean, you had him dressed out there in a Power Rangers outfit. He looked like he went to Spirit Halloween and got himself a gold Power Rangers outfit. And
I can buy myself an outfit like that and go out and say I've been wrestling.
Don't talk bad about Spirit Halloween. They now own Hot Topic, freaking goddamn Box Lunch, and freaking Spencer.
They own Spencer's now.
Yeah.
They just bought Spencer's, or are in the process of buying Spencer's.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They'll be open all year pretty soon. They'll be open all year now. So, and then what were they thinking? I mean, the Lila Vakira, Sol Ruka match, I thought was just, it was ugly. It was ugly to watch.
I just forgot that.
I feel like Sol Ruka is not top of what she should be. She should be back down in NXT.
What?
I'm sorry to say that. I do. I do. I do.
Goddamn.
What?
I do.
What?
Come on.
You talk about Willis?
Yeah.
Back in NXT? How
how
dare you?
Matt,
you were gone. What? You were gone for 2 months, and you're gonna come back
almost
that
3.
And you're gonna insult. You're gonna insult Matt.
That's not that crazy. That's not that crazy. That's not that crazy.
Yo.
They're sending people back down for less things than that.
Speaking of being sent back down, go back to the fucking benches, water boy. Anyway, Sol Ruka.
Damn, you got rid of him.
Yeah. After that hot take, he deserves to hit the pine pony, pal. Go make my sports drink, water boy. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't do that because you sent him back in time.
You're entitled to your own opinions, even if they're wrong, Sticks.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Even if they're wrong to you, I'm entitled to my opinion.
Look, I think the crowd. I don't know. The crowd. I think
crowd's not behind her.
When you watch her come out, they're behind her, but they're not behind her when she first came out. When she had the fight with Bayley, she came out.
Yeah, when she first came on the scene, she was hot.
It really was, and then she won like I said, when she came back. I don't know. It's just. I also think it's the booking too. I just think the WWE does not fucking sometimes when it comes to certain individuals. I don't know. But anyway.
I mean, you can't tell me her matches have been stellar.
Hey, now. Her matches have been dynamite.
Barely hitting soul snatchers.
She actually wears.
Watch your tongue.
Listen, she wears a thong that says, Matt, eat your heart out. Absolute geek.
I would fucking eat that. I would eat that thong 9 times out of 10. As sweaty as it probably is.
That's a long thong.
No, he'll take soda. He'll take soda. Pour it.
Yep.
I would wring it out.
Damn.
Damn, Matt.
All right.
I would pull a Hogan and Nash if Stephanie Vakir was in the ring. I would just lay down for her to give me the devil's kiss.
You know what, Matt? I am with you with that. She hasn't did the devil's kiss in a while.
She hasn't been on TV.
She's been on TV for a while.
I know.
She's only been on TV the last 2 weeks.
I can't wait for the time when she gets back into the ring and does it again.
But
yeah.
All right. Now we'll head on into NXT for the week. Tuesday night NXT. The whole world after the amazing debut of Zilla Fatu was given blue balls. Zilla Fatu didn't show up till the end of the night. We got a fatal 4-way number 1 contenders match for EK Proper defeating La Parca, Romeo Morano, and Tristan Angels. You had Natty defeating Thea Hale by submission. You had the WWE Speed Championship, Lexus King defeating Prince by pinfall. And then you had Kalani Armstrong and Kalani Jordan defeating Wrench QCC, however the hell you pronounce that, Kendall Gray and Warren Sinclair by pinfall. Then you had Jackson Drake defeating Shiloh Hill by pinfall. And that was your NXT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches on NXT this week. Did either of you watch NXT?
I watched
I watched most of it.
I saw the ending. The ending was the best part.
All right, Sticks, go on with NXT.
Go ahead.
Best part. I guess I'll say that the Zilla was good. He needs work still. I mean, he's still, yes, he's been in House of Glory and other promotions, but I still think he needs a little bit of work for.
Are you saying work
on screen?
He said nympho instead of nepo.
Nympho.
No, well, I mean, there's plenty of spots where other people have said the wrong word on television. That's not a big thing. People always say the wrong thing sometimes.
Well, it's a big thing.
I mean, the word saying nympho instead of nepo. That's definitely
nympho, baby. Yes,
that's the wrong. That's the wrong step in the wrong direction. I mean, what he does at home is what he does at home. But he just needs. He'll need a little work. But he was the best part of the night. Worst moment. Let's see. What did I have for? I guess the Speed Championship with Alexis King. It was like what do we call it? What's that guy's name here? I'm looking for his name here now. Not Price. Was it Price? Oh yeah, Lucian Price. He was kind of squashing King for most of the match, for most of the minutes of the match, and then you get the interference at the end, and for a quick pin. I don't know. That seemed a little too side-eyed for me. So that'll be my worst moment. What were they? I don't really have a what were they thinking. I guess if I was gonna do a what were they thinking, it's a whole Natty having them hold Jada to watch her put her into the sharpshooter. That's.
Hey, listen. Natty's actually working, helping out.
I like Natty's work. I think that spot was. I don't. It's just kind of.
Walker is getting better. I think there's a lot. I know the thing is just definitely. She's doing a good thing with that. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I think she's doing fine down there. I just think that spot. I just didn't like the spot.
Well,
solid. What about you, Dom?
Actually, the best part was the Zilla signing. You threw out a pretty good promo. Like I said, I know he looked like The Rock. He came out looking like The Rock, and all that stuff. And it's good to see the men's division picking up after Grayson Waller a few weeks back said the men's division weak, and now you have a pretty strong men's division with Cruz Montana, freaking Zilla Fatu. Freaking Tony D'Angelo and Grayson Waller. So turned around and give it 360 in the last couple of weeks, which happy about that. My thing is I think Natty going down there actually is helping the wrestlers down there, Jada Parker, and stuff like that. I think that. Is it the best stuff? No, but I think that them down there is actually making the women's division down there a little bit more prominent. That's why I think the women's division really stands out more than the men's. But now, like I said, that Zilla coming to town kind of changes the whole dynamic in the NXT. EK Prosper, I really not really. big on that. But I don't know. It's just NXT, like certain things in it excites me, and I watch it, and then I just get bored with the rest of it. But it's great to see who's coming up next, like these wrestlers that are coming up next. Lexi King. I hope eventually. I don't know. He has a lot more work down there to come up, but eventually he might come up. You got. Hopefully, like I said, basically the best moment was the signing night. That's really. They had 5 matches, which was great.
Yeah.
There was some backstage stuff. It's just the worst moment was, why did it take so long to pick up the men's division in a matter of 2 weeks? This should have been. I know the men's division was depleted. A lot of people came up. Just more excitement into it. But that's.
They've had a lot of moving pieces in the last few months. So. Yeah. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I really liked the ending. I like the Zillow Fatu being added. Like I said, what were they thinking? For me, was Zilla's theme music, because that shit is awful.
Yeah.
Worst moment of the night for me was Shiloh Hill, that getting beat by Jackson Drake after being misted by Naraku from out of the depths of Under the Ring. That was kind of my worst moment there, but everything else, man, was top notch on NXT this week. I really enjoyed it. I think, like Dom was saying, the men's division went from being absolutely a drag with Naraku and Mason Rook to business picking up, thanks to the likes of the addition of Cruz Santana, the addition of Grayson Waller. Yes, thank you.
Grayson Waller's been really putting out some good promos, man.
Yes, he has, and now the addition of Zilla Fatu. I think that men's division in NXT really, really picked up, where the women's was carrying it for quite a while. And so I'm excited to see what goes down at Heatwave.
Aside from the one back spot with him and Waller, have we seen Rook hasn't had a match for a while, right?
He's been more kind of like an afterthought, more mid-card stuff.
Yeah. And I feel bad for him, because he was pushed too fast and people had no freaking clue who the hell he was. Maybe this backseat will give him more character and more of a prominent presence in the people's eyes.
They knew 3 things about him, Dom. He was big, he's bad, and he'd body slam your dad. That's all they could do.
Yeah. But
that came from Cena.
When you look at the friggin' the Indies, what he did in Indies, it's like amazing. And that's the thing. WWE, like, you see how they're promoting AAA? AAA, they're promoting it now. They're starting to put here and there. You got to promote the indie scene a lot to make people, like, if someone's coming in, you're signing somebody, you got to promote the shit of that person and show who this guy is. Like when Matt Cardona came back, everybody knows Matt Cardona, but you should have had a video package, the Indie God. We were getting the Indie God. We're getting this person back. He was called the Indie God, and we're signing him again. And show like a promo thing. But WWE doesn't do that, and that's the thing. Yeah. You have somebody come in. Like,
we want that, Dom, but WWE doesn't want that. Yes, we know what he's done, but that's not what we want him to do here. I think that needs to change.
All these wrestlers need that video, that package to get the fans like, oh shit, this guy's coming. Wow, this guy did this. I can't wait to see him. And they need to have those video packages to really solidify certain individuals that come into.
The problem is they don't care. They don't want you to care about what these people did other places. They want you to care what they do in WWE. Otherwise, they wouldn't change names. They wouldn't change.
I know
gimmicks.
But you need something to really get people like, oh shit, this guy's coming. He's coming to WWE. That's what you need.
But
Coming all over
if
your
we're
chest.
if we're gonna say that WWE TKO is all about money, like we've been saying for a long time, they're all about the money and what they're bringing in. All right, you're putting money to these guys that you're bringing in from the indies. Showcase that what they've done.
Yep.
You know, bring that in and say, this is what we're bringing in. This is what we have now.
Yep.
Not, oh, we've got this guy, but we're going to change him to Johnny somebody, whatever they changed the name to. You know, they didn't know Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder. Who's it going to be? Somewhere in the middle? Something different? No. You gotta showcase the talent that you're bringing in, as the talent has shown to be. You didn't pick them up just because they were a wrestler. You picked them up because they were hot in the indies. People were behind them, and they were generating buzz. And that's why you're picking them up. Granted, you're also picking them up. I'm sure you were. You're also bringing them in because you're trying to curtail the other companies.
Yep.
Which is another thing.
I know, but you need something out.
You still need to showcase what they've been doing, because that's why you're bringing them in.
Exactly.
You're not just bringing them in because they're a body and a source of heat.
Yep.
Unless it's Stephanie Vicker. She's definitely a source of heat.
Yes. She's a Latino heat.
There you go. Hey, Latino heat.
And she's a body.
Latina heat.
Latina heat.
Yo, listen. Imagine Dirty Dom winds up with Stephanie Vicker.
No, I don't want to imagine that. Why?
No. Matt's got his own.
I don't want to imagine anybody with Stephanie Vicker. Or Dirty Dom with anybody else. Like, I want Dirty Dom to just fucking be a good wrestler.
I know.
Why they always got to be in a triple
persona got to be like the dude in a fucking three-way or with some hot chick, like give me
trouble. What was the guy's name? Uncle Rico?
Yeah.
Or you can have Dirty Dom doing more DoorDash commercials, DoorDash with the dude.
My tendies.
My chicken tendies. You got the dude from freaking UFC. He looks like him. Yeah. He actually looks like Pedro Pascal a little bit. Yeah. That guy. A little bit.
My tendies.
Yeah. So. Yeah, hey, NXT was good.
Dirty Dom doing a lot of commercials. He did freaking he did the Pizza Hut commercial. I think he did freaking got that. He freaking wings, a commercial for wings. A lot of different things, man. So
a lot of chicken tendy commercials. But all right, that's it for NXT this week. Now we move into AEW Dynamite. Did either of you watch Dynamite last night?
No.
I gotta get freaking Curve Strickland mentioned about the trio championships. They giving little acknowledge that the New Day is coming soon.
Yeah, it does feel like New Day will be making their AEW debut at All Out.
Yep.
Or All In Wembley.
Yep.
We had a Will Ospreay versus Will Ospreay and United Empire match kick us off. Then we had the TBS Championship, Maya World versus Chris Statlander versus Persephone versus Hikaru Shida, with Maya World picking up the win there. Then you had the Continental Cup qualifier with Jay White versus John Moxley, with John Moxley winning there. No surprise.
Yep.
Then you had Andre El Idolo versus Jonathan Cruz, with El Idolo winning there. Then you had the Continental Cup qualifier on Nigel McGuinness winning there. And then you had Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, the Elite, versus El Clone, Davis, and Doyle from the Don Callis family, with the Elite winning there. And that was your AEW Dynamite. And you also had Darby Allin getting blown up.
I know. I saw that. Yeah. Like, what the hell was that about?
So that was your AEW Dynamite. I didn't watch Dynamite other than the clips of Darby Allin getting blown up, and then of course the Ring of Honor clips of
Trouble.
old smart Mark Sterling trying to paralyze himself.
No, geez.
Okay.
But that was it. Now we're gonna hand it over to Sticks to go tell us a little bit of a hot and cold. What's Sticks been hot and a little bit cold on the last 3 months he's been gone?
Trouble.
I got a good couple things here. Okay, good. You brought it up for me. Good. Thank you. So for my hot this week, I guess Ricochet is under the heat again for his social media ramblings and getting into it with his chat and the posters on his thing. So it brought me to kind of ask the question: should these wrestling talent have their own social media managers so that they aren't getting themselves into these problems? I don't know if you guys have a take on that or not.
Me personally, it's funny you say that because a lot of actors and actresses have PR that actually help them with the social media. They say something stupid.
Yes, they do.
Because okay aside, because when they say something that's stupid, because most of the time the fans are a bunch of idiots sometimes, and they say something that really triggers the thing. But you need somebody to be out there that helps them along because
it only takes one dumbass person in your chat to stir up all the comments
because this freedom of speech. They want to freaking talk about whatever they want on the thing about wrestlers, their background, and that sucks because you put yourself out there. Everybody sees you, like us on Instagram, but people who are celebrities, they need a PR that benefits them because they have to be careful. Because dude, one day they could be on top, the next day they're on the bottom. They're freaking they canceled because they have a follow-up, a reaction to somebody saying something stupid, and then they go off on that person.
Yep.
And yeah, I think they should. Ricochet has had a few incidents.
He's put his foot into it.
Yeah,
a couple times.
So,
and this last one, apparently, he's like, "Oh, this doesn't apply to people who are real people. This applies to people who are fake people." And coming into my chats and into the whatever.
Yeah.
You're backpedaling from what you're. So.
Oh yeah.
I personally think they should have these, or they should have a. I guess you can have a personal account, but it's not something that you talk yourself up. You have a professional account, your personal account, and a professional account. Your professional account should not be getting into it with the chat. Should not be causing a stir to where the management going, I think we need to have a talk there, buddy. So.
Well, and I believe his comments were sparked by something that I want to say Nick Khan or somebody said about like other companies, and it felt like it was very much directed at AEW, and then Ricochet decided to take it upon himself to go online and spark back about it, and he kind of really took it offensive, or he took it to heart, and he decided to shoot his mouth off about it, and then people started giving him shit in the chat about how he's disrespectful and he should be doing I don't know, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, there was a couple things going on there, and this is, I guess, from what I'm reading, this is the second time he's had this going on.
Second or third, and I love Ricochet. I loved him when he was in NXT. But I think this is just a case of a man thinking that he's bigger and more important of a star than he actually is. And I love Ricochet. I think he does great work, but again, I think like he doesn't need to think that everything's directed at him or AEW. And and doing that, that's
not
like
all about you.
Getting himself in this hot water, right?
Yeah. Not everything is about you. That goes for everybody. So, all right, and then my cold of the week. Once it pulls up here for me, WWE apparently has instituted a 30-day title defense rule. So, do you think this is just to prolong because of injuries that have been going on for the top talent? So, like Rhea Ripley is out, and so we have Chelsea Green. Now, if you institute a 30-day title defense rule, you only have to defend your title once every 30 days. That gives people time to come back from injury or whatever.
That's great because we went 100 days with Liv Morgan not defending her title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm all for a 30-day title defense clause. Like, hell yeah, it gives it gives us as fans more title matches, and B, we don't have to sit there and go 100 days without a new champion or without a title defense, because that's what the whole thing we've been hearing about Liv Morgan and the complaints with Liv Morgan is that she hasn't defended her title. There's been no title defenses since she won. So, hell yeah, good on him.
Yeah. Dom?
Yeah, I think, me personally, look, all kidding aside, when it comes to this, the 30-day rule, yeah, because look, you got people, Liv Morgan didn't defend for a long time. Stephanie McKeer didn't defend for a long time until she got hurt. No, when she got hurt, then she didn't. Like each person that has a belt that look at it takes so damn long that we're used to like every week somebody coming out to defend the belt, pay-per-view, a PLE.
In some way, shape, yeah.
One way or the other, they defend it. You know, not to say that they defend it every week. You know, you defend it once here, once there, but it seems like they're holding these belts just for like a novelty, and not wrestling where they used to be for be wrestling. It's just something that they stopped doing for some reason. You know, it sucks. And it's like, oh, I'm the longest reigning women's champion. Yeah, because you only fucking wrestled twice.
Of all time. So
I think the 30-day title, you have to, every 30 days, you have to. If, you know, so if you do it every 30 days, you could actually defend it six times in 6 months. You know, but I still think that's not a lot of time either, because you really think about it. 6 months time, you wrestled 6 times in 6 months. You should be fighting for that belt at least a couple, maybe 2 or 3 times a month. If you really think about it, maybe 3 times a little far.
I don't know about 2 or 3 times a month, but
three is kind of a gross number,
but you should have at least a few title defenses, definitely, in in 2 months, at least 3 matches in 2 months. You should have that. It shouldn't be you hold the belt for God knows how long. So,
you know, once a month is
you have to do it. And actually, I applaud that. You put a speculation in there to let them. You got to fight no matter what. Month's almost up. You know what? Next week, live from Las Vegas, you're fighting.
Hey, your 30-day rule is up. Next week, you have to defend that title.
Yep.
Or you have to defend the title tonight here in wherever, insert your town here. So I like the rule. I do think it's for a little bit of a to help with bring injuries, because if you're depending on how long that injury is, you know, you can get that title maybe changing hands a couple times before the person who went out injured comes back.
Yep. And
then they come back with in a heap, and you know, at least then you can say, yes, this title was wrestled for at some point in time while you were gone, not just held on to like a trophy on your mantle. So that's it for hot and cold. Really quick, I'll do. I haven't been here for a while.
Lex, what's going on?
Yeah, well, that's my middle slide. That's my middle slide.
Your middle slide one.
Yeah, that's my middle slide. I thought I'd do a really quick my promotion of the month, independent wrestling promotion of the month this month, since we're almost over with, and it's coming up pretty soon for me. It's a local promotion, C2W. They just had a great and I wouldn't call it pay-per-view, but like it was a night up in north of me, up in Watertown, New York, where they had Kurt Angle there, and a whole lot of the local guys. I don't know if you, I think I sent it to you, both of you. The one guy who landed in the front row.
Yes.
That guy is great. He's like almost 7 foot tall, and he's a huge guy. He's I don't know what Native American he is, but he is of Native American descent. So 2CW, they have another one coming up here down in Binghamton, New York, in September. Jimmy Hart will be there, and The Godfather will be there. I'm going to try and get to this one because though it's a little further, but I have family down there, so we're all going to go and have a good time with it. So
nice.
Support your local wrestling. These guys do just as good, if not maybe better than what you're seeing on TV, maybe. But they're putting the work in just like anybody else out there. So give your whatever your local independent wrestling promotion might be, give them a try, give them a look. That's my take for the month. So there you go.
Nice.
Good stuff, Sticks.
Thank you, Sticks.
Hey.
All right. Anything else you guys want to touch on tonight?
No, just
predictions. Tomorrow night, SmackDown. Who's walking out of Toronto WWE champion?
You know what? I actually might be thinking what you said, Matt. That Kevin Owens, that friggin' CM Punk turns heel tomorrow night against Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
You think Kevin Owens is the bad guy? It turns out being CM Punk turns out to be the bad guy. Listen, I see. I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Owens wins, he takes the belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that there's any rumors of CM Punk injured, that he has to take some time off.
He just got back from being off.
I know he got back, but
so did Rollins.
I think it really, really pumps some adrenaline in wrestling if that happens tomorrow. Like you don't expect it, it happens, and Kevin Owens wins the belt. It actually opens the door a lot with more storyline with Sami Zayn. It opens the story a lot with CM Punk becoming more upset. The fact and his heel persona could be happening. Maybe CM Punk turns heel and Cody Rhodes doesn't turn heel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they kind of change that storyline. Maybe they'll make CM Punk the main heel for SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't think this will be enough to turn Cody heel. I could see it, playing with Punk and making him go heel. I don't think Kevin Owens has come back, and I don't think his character is in any way, shape, or form heel.
Or do you think someone interferes tomorrow night and it's a disqualification?
I hope nobody interferes, honestly.
Who? Sami Zayn? He hurt his hand, but I guess he could interfere.
He can still interfere. My thing is that I don't want to see interference. I think a lot of the wrestling matches have been really good without the interference.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just think it could really pump new blood if KO wins. But we'll see that.
I'm for KO winning. Like I said, I'm okay.
I'm for KO, yeah.
Either way, I'm good if Punk turns heel. I'm good if KO wins. Either way, I just hope it's a great match.
Yep.
I'm interested to see how they further this Chelsea Green stuff. I'm interested to see more Matt Cardona versus Gunther and how this story progresses Cardona's character and where we go from here with Matt Cardona. I'm here for all of that.
Yep.
So
I agree.
But all right, well, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Off the Mat. Thank you so much for checking us out and joining us. If you're catching us on the replay, please do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of our professional wrestling goodness. And tell your friends, because that's how we grow the channel. And of course, we definitely want to do that. If you want more from Sticks and Dom, make sure to check them out tomorrow night over on Renovision on The Qualified. You can check us out Saturday nights right here on SNS as well as on Renovision. You can check out more from Dom on Renovision on Sunday nights and the Star Wars show that they do over there. You can catch me right here all week. I'm sure you can catch Sticks on his channel because I think you're going to be bringing back your Doctor Who rewind.
Come September, sometime in September.
September, Doctor Who's coming back. So if you're a Doctor Who fan, check out Sticks Boys 73 on all socials and channels. And as always, you can check us out right back here next Thursday night for more professional wrestling goodness. So for this episode of Off the Mat, we're calling it. It's in the books. The bell has rung. The 3 count is done. Dom, take us out with some words of wisdom, my friend.
Do not mistake being a nepho to a nympho.
Yeah.
Well, you just did it because you said nepho.
It's
nympho and nepo.
Nepo.
Yeah, you're right. You see, that's like
Easy mistake.
Easy mistake. But it is true. You can make the mistake.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Mistakes happen. And hey, listen, if Zilla is a nympho, that's his own business. It's none of our business.
But his family is probably nymphos because they have a huge freaking family. That's why.
Hopefully, you're just not a nympho for nepos. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. See you later.